Oh, hello, and welcome to today's Decay, celebrating births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. It is August 16th, and here are all the dates I really right. Today, in 1905, Maria Oktyabrskaya was born. I'm gonna stick with it. Not going to project self-doubt. No. You're just gonna hear my inner monologue about it. Anyway, yeah, who is she? Her husband died in World War II. They were Russian. And she sold all of her worldly possessions and wrote to Stalin and said, I've got some amount of money. I'm determined to come and fight the Nazis for revenge on my husband. So she wound up with this tank that she dubbed, oh man, I'm gonna do this story wrong. Something like Tank Fighting Boyfriend was like the name of her tank that she christened, and killed all sorts of Nazis at a time when I don't think there was the Night Witches, which she wasn't exactly one of, but I think she's adjacent to, which were also really extreme Russian fighters, women fighting and successfully killing quite a lot of Nazis. I don't think there's anywhere else during World War II that women saw combat. You have WASPs, women air service pilots in America, that just flew and coordinated aircraft within America, but they were never actually seeing active combat. But in this case, Maria killed a comical amount of Nazis, and there's even points where her tank breaks down and she gets out and in the middle of a fight and is able to fix the tank, kill even more people, Nazis, the bad guys, and keep going. And why this isn't a movie, I don't know. It doesn't even need to be a movie, but it needs to be known that this story is out there. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other really great Night Witch stories, all of which that need much more attention. Shouldn't connect. Needs to be a movie with attention, right? We should just be learning these things in school, probably, if we weren't just drawing on the desks and not showing up like I did for most of my school time. Anyway, Paul Gustafsson, I think I'm pronouncing that one right, a little bit easier, born today in 1916, who was a early comic book creator during the timely comics era of what eventually became Marvel Comics, and was probably most well-known, if such a thing is true, for his character who created the Angel, that looks a lot like Superman in his getup, but he's got a Clark Gable mustache, but really has all of the attributes of Batman, which is to say he's just a human being, I guess kind of crime solving, but does have a secret identity, but doesn't wear a mask. And so anybody that he runs into now knows who the Angel is, and so lo and behold, he has to kill them. Otherwise, the secret identity is blown. Meanwhile, all the artwork is super duper primitive in a really great way. And there's lots of haunted houses and 3-story tall Frankenstein's monster creatures, and I mean it's full of excellent late 30s, early 40s content that I would definitely suggest. Early Marvel Comics, Golden Age Marvel Comics, is something that most people haven't stumbled upon, and I welcome you to stumble upon it. Yeah. What else? I'm ridiculous. 1925, today, the Unholy Three premiered. This is the first of the 2 versions of the Unholy Three. I could have done a little more prep for this and brought out some photo plays and things, but I figured I would spend some time here with this original 1925 movie poster. Well, that's not true. Movie artwork. It is original full-page newspaper advertisement for the 1925 version. Here's one from 1930. That one, the 25 one stars opposite Lon Chaney Sr. Mae Bush, where the 31 stars opposite Lila Lee. A lot of the same supporting characters, though, are actually are played by the same actors. So you have like Harry Earls, who plays the little person. You have Charles Gamora, who plays the gorilla in both of them. I forget if the strongman's the same in both. Either way, Todd Browning directed the Unholy Three 1925 one. He's in the process of drying out for the 31, so he's not the director. Todd Robbins, not the one yesterday who celebrated his birthday with 2 Ds, but the one that celebrates his birthday with 1 D, was the writer for the Unholy Three, as well as he was the writer for Freaks, Silent, White, and Beautiful, Who Wants a Green Bottle, a bunch of others. I mean, he's a great weird fiction writer from like World War I era, I guess you could say. Yeah, anyway, and this is exactly that, weird fiction. Hard to put your finger on. Is it horror? Is it supernatural? It's just strange. Yeah. Anyway, great stuff. Love it. Julie Newmar, born today in 1933. All sorts of wonderful stuff she's known for, obviously. Catwoman being just one piece, but I had this conversation earlier about like, is it okay to remake something, and like what about somebody who's iconic in a role? Like, have they like owned it and therefore you can't do it anymore? But that's not true, because you have lots of other great iconic Catwomen who have, those actresses have made it their own. Be it Eartha Kitt, Nicole Kidman, and many more to come in the future, right? Yeah, I think so. But that's not to say Julie Newmar ain't wonderful, because she is. Stranger on the Third Floor, premiered today in 1940. That's a really fun film noir starring Peter Lorre in one of his more ominous roles. That doesn't get that much screen time, but it's still a ton of fun. Yeah, Scott Ashton of the Stooges, born today in 1949. I have been quite obsessed with the Alice Cooper Band of recent, and one of the things that just keeps kind of sticking in my mind is that I feel like, you know, all right, they were in their cocoon stage or larva stage while playing in like the West Coast, Los Angeles area, and then when they really moved to Michigan and like we're seeing stuff like the MC5 and the Stooges, that's really when like everything solidified for the Alice Cooper Band, and the idea that Alice Cooper could see Iggy Pop in his prime and be like, wonderful, I'm gonna do my own version in my own way. That's, I mean, I'm 100% projecting here, filling in my own pieces, but it just speaks to how strong a performer Alice Cooper actually is, that he had the willpower and the ability to actually do just that, because Iggy is just Iggy, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's just my thoughts. Take it as thou wilt. What else? The Ramones played today for the first time at CBGB's 1974. It's not their first time playing in front of a crowd. It's not their first time playing in a public space, but it is their first time at CB's, and that in and of itself is rather iconic. And last, certainly not least, 1985, today is the U.S. premiere of Return of the Living Dead, which is a movie I have loved for many, many years, and I feel like I've somewhat hit a saturation point with the amount. No, I've definitely hit a saturation point with the amount of merchandise that they're willing to put on the market for this movie. Just leave it alone. It's great on its own. Yeah, too much. Anyway, that's it. The whole day. From me to you. Till tomorrow. Goodbye.